Hey, Kingdom people, I'm just popping in on you real fast because God just moved this on my spirit before I run out this door to share this with you all. So God had been speaking to me for quite some time about 7 years of harvest and 7 years of famine. And as of recent, I just being made aware of how there's a recession is coming. God been speaking to me about it. And many people, economists see it, and many people in certain sectors like real estate and even like the car sales industry, different industries, they know. And so they're kind of preparing for what's coming. But God dropped in my spirit not long, just a few minutes ago again. He said 7 years of harvest and 7 years of famine. So what I personally God been dealing with me about is preparing for that, to get a harvest, to build, to get things in line, get things in order, because the famine is coming. But he literally said to me 7 years of harvest and 7 years of famine. So it's kind of, he was letting me know that it's in motion. So at this point in time in our lives, we need to be harvesting. And when I say harvest, not reaping what we sow, not reaping our harvest, yes, that too. But in a sense of gathering up together to prepare for what's coming. And so it's just as it was with Joseph, in his day, how he had the dream, and his dream when he interpreted the dream for Pharaoh, it was speaking of the 7 years of harvest and the 7 years of famine. And that was a message to Pharaoh to prepare. And so that is what he did. And so Genesis 41 and 53 through 42 and 17. I know that sounds crazy. It'll be on the screen. Genesis 41 and 53 through chapter 42 through 17. Scratch that. I'm just going to start at 41 and 53. And it says, Then the 7 years of plenty, which were in the land of Egypt, ended, and the 7 years of famine began to come. As Joseph has said, the famine was in all lands, but in all the land of Egypt there was bread. So when all the land of Egypt was famished, the people cried to Pharaoh for bread. Then Pharaoh said to all the Egyptians, Go to Joseph. Whatever he says to do, whatever he says to you, do. The famine was over all the face of the earth, and Joseph opened all the storehouses and sold to the Egyptians. And the famine became severe in the land of Egypt. So all countries came to Joseph in Egypt to buy grain, because the famine was severe in all lands. And here's the thing, kingdom people, it's going to be God's people who are going to be like Joseph. They're going to be having to come to you, because you're going to have the goods, because you're storing up your harvest. You're storing it up to prepare for what's coming. And the thing is this, it's not going to only be, see how Joseph was put in that position, but you're positioning yourself. You're positioning yourself. Doesn't mean that it won't happen in a similar way as it happened in Joseph for some, but you're positioning yourself, because God is moving you to do certain things, to start on certain projects, or to complete certain projects, to start certain business, to go in this direction, invest here. He's moving you to do certain things so that your harvest can be plentiful when the time comes. And so it's going to be the same thing. It's going to be people that are not preparing. They are not doing what's necessary for what's coming. And so you're going to be the one who either is going to be selling to them, and many of you are going to be farming. You're going to have some land where you're going to be growing different crops and things like that. And so people will be coming to you to buy up from you, because you're the one that's preparing, And so anyway, kingdom people, God just put that on me to share that with you all. Many of you all already know God and already been showing you and, speaking this to your spirit. And he is saying that it's the time now. We are entering into those 7 years of harvest. So prepare. And I'm just being reminded of Noah's Ark, a similar thing. Prepare. That was preparation for what was coming. Build your ark. Build your safe place. Build your so you will have what you need for when the time comes. You will be ready for it. You will be ready for it. The time is now. The time is now. So, kingdom people, 7 years of harvest and 7 years of famine. Just remember that and prepare. Kingdom people, that's all I have for you right now. I'm going to go on ahead and check on up out of here. I got to run. Thanks for watching. And pretty much that's it. That is my time, kingdom people. Jesus girl is out. Peace.